Guys, so we should be starting now. It's 9:30. If you don't have your opponent at the table, please let us know. We will call his name once, and then he's got 5 minutes to show up. So you should start your matches now. If you don't have your opponent, please let us know, and they will start losing reps. Yeah. If both opponents are here, you can start your match. And arbitrii, vă rog să înscrieți în grup ce mese nu sunt, ca să știu și ce jucători lipsește. Spuneți-mi ce jucători lipsește în grup. So, if your opponent is missing, you still need to be at the table. So don't, arbitrii, nu spuneți masa. Vă rog frumos să-mi spuneți jucătorul care face masa. And everybody please scan the QR codes now. They should be working now. Scan the QR codes and start the matches, please. Okay, tell me the play, arbitrii, vă rog frumos să vă concentrați. Spuneți-mi masa și jucătorul care lipsește, nu jucătorul care e prezent. Jucătorul care lipsește, ca să pot să scriu. Masa C7, Dragoș Răgulescu. Masa A2, table A2, Avila. Please present to the table. Table A4, your opponent is here, he will be right there with you.
All right, good morning folks. A little bit late in the box here, just had to wait for them to do their technical stuff. Welcome to day one of the Mezz Bucharest Open 2024. Already a 1-0 lead to the favorite in the match, former world champion, multiple world champion, Joshua Filler, widely regarded as one of the best kickers in the world, best jumpers in the world, just one of the best players in the world, period. And fresh off a victory in Dubai, was it? There's not a lot that can stop him at the moment. Interesting to see what he's going to do here. Yeah, decent pace. A little bit of follow through for the 8-ball into the center pocket.
Should be played the last ball or as the wing ball, either left or right.
Absolutely plumb.
And guys, please scan the QR codes. The QR codes are working now. Scan them and keep the scores live.
Another rack. Pull hop, welcome, and yes, very simple. Well, he's had a bad kick there. Push pop. He's so confident in his kicking, I'm telling you. He's saying, send me back and I'll do this. Zip.
The QR codes are positioned.
That's exactly what he's gunning for.
In between the windows. So there's windows.
Well, since yesterday I can tell you the balls have been polished and the tables have been vacuumed, and that might be the difference. Probably having hit it last night with the sticky feel, with the very hot weather outside, that were probably gone. That's how big the difference is. It looked like arcing quite a lot when he shot that shot. Overran a little bit, so has to power it a tiny bit more to get to the 4. It's fairly good on the 4. Bang Time Pool, welcome. Good morning. So how late is it there? Is it like 4 in the morning? Good shot, trusting the pace of the table, and he's perfect on the 5. .240, okay. Can just catch a little bit of our morning pool while you decide whether or not to go to bed or not.
Guys, all matches should have started by now.
So if you could just make a simple stop shot, the 8 ball can go into the center pocket quite easily. Unless he feels like he can draw back and land to the corner. Yeah, okay. Newly polished balls, you really got a hold of that. Nah, a little bit too much to ask there. Just can't give the chances to these sharp guys. Having said that, he's in no man's land almost on the 9 there. You need a thin cut to either of the corners. Never gonna reach. Okay, so at least he's not gonna get egged. He's gonna get on the board. And he's nice enough to actually let his opponent pot the 9. Good style. Yep. Yeah, he got the 1. Can he get a gap for the 2? Yes. That's definitely doable. And also there's room for the 3 past the 8 into the bottom left corner like this. So if you can get a hold of a good pot on the 2 this early part of the morning, then definitely there's a chance of him to get another rack on the board. Yeah, that's a good clean pot. Although it's not come far enough back to make it easy. Now he's going to get some cannons and stuff. I don't think he can avoid contact on the 4. So what is he going to do? He's probably going to graze off it and run here. The 4 ball could possibly come down there. Maybe he can avoid it. If he plays it with topspin. Nah, it seemed like half a miscue. It didn't sound a miscue, but it looked like it because I don't think it would be that far off the potting angle. Not sure about Fedor, but I would suggest you actually go to 9ball.ro. There you can see all the brackets. Bang time, are you talking about me? I am from Denmark. And I don't have the Danglish accent. Yes, that's probably why a lot of people are wondering. I got asked about that a couple of times yesterday. Pool Hub, if you're talking about the Mad About Snooker Candy's Corner, then that is mine, yes. I have a couple of 147 and 167. Alright then. The rolls on the break still is eluding filler a little bit, and that pace is quite too low. He obviously wanted to snooker in behind a 4, but he knows right now that he's not being pressured, so I don't think he's too worried about that. And thank you for the comment on the commentary. I'll do my best to guide you through this. And they've been so nice to make a telestrouder, like they used to call it in snooker. So this means I can basically draw the lines to try and guide you through it. For instance, thin cut, cue ball could come over here out into the center of the table if you slow rolls it. Not too far off. I can tell you it's pretty difficult to draw a straight line on that one, so I'll do my best. Very nice tin cut there. And I could see that on that 5 it went a little thick in the pocket, and usually he plays pro side, and that tells you the tables are slippery again until the temperature goes too high, and then obviously the aircon is pulling in the cold, slightly humid air. Then it will maybe go a little bit sticky again, but for now, until it's warming up outside, the table is going to play nice and slick, which means he's going to hit a little different on some shots like that. For instance, if you played that with a little inside English, maybe it's going to be a little bit more off. But it's nice to see the table reacting like it's supposed to really do. The correct bounces of the cushions, the correct rolls, of course. But with the Sandtip Invitational people being there, plus the people that are supposed to play today, and there you see another example of how much it's squirted off the cushion instead of going straight because of the slickness. But because there was about 300 people here plus working staff, even with aircon on full blown, I could tell you it was hot and sticky. So this meant, of course, whatever sort of practice routine he will have had is probably well and true. You know, it's good for him to see how the pace is. But if he had more people, like a full house yesterday, that's a pretty good shot actually, good safety. Then those tables are going to play different, at least compared to how it started for him when he came for the couple of days practice. The temp was definitely a lot higher yesterday, especially because I think we had something like 36 or 37 degrees outside. That being in a shade, almost unbearable. I'm not saying I'm missing the Danish rain, but is that a cuttable ball? Should be. Looks like it's in the jaw. Just hit it thin enough, go around a couple of cushions. Should be possible to go into the cushion and then out. Okay, he could hit it a lot thicker and it still goes in, so temp is a real thing, that's one thing. Humidity is another, like we've discussed it so many times with snooker, and how the balls there completely changed the trajectory. I'll say that again. Oh my god, this is such a tough word in the morning. How do you say it? Trajectory. I'll say that again. Don't say that again. But anyways, the lines completely change. That's the best way to put it. And humidity, let's say you have a ball that wobbles 4 times in this morning with clean balls and clean cloth, and it still goes in after the 4 wobbles. That's the same kind of ball that last night would wobble 4 times and stay in the pocket. That's how big the difference is. Not so serious. I hope you are having a seriously good time here though. Good morning or good evening wherever you are. Island Audio Lab. Wow, Caribbean. Is that the furthest away we have to pool viewers? Well, not completely. We still have people from Asia, so... Ooh, wobbly wobbly. And because of that, he's not come far enough over, or you could say that he's maybe overrun. I'm not sure which one he tried to. But yeah. A little bit of a 50-yard line here. Super extension on the cue. Yeah, this is a pretty good save. Cue ball stops in time. He's hit that way too thin. Good morning. G'day, mate. Antonius, how are you doing in Australia? Where in Australia are you from? Which of the cities? Nice aggressive positional shot here for Filler. And And you can break out the 7 and the 9 and make this rack a formality. That's how you do that.
If your match is not scheduled for this hour, please do not enter the playing area. Let's do it in the right area. Give your match every time. Do not go and practice.
And he just makes this game look stupendously easy, doesn't he? Francis Ryan, yeah, you can definitely use them in 8-ball. Although the balls are quite small and even smaller with the cue ball, which I never understood why they didn't change it. I feel it's kind of silly, but so you can make like the biggest backspin in the world. But yeah, that's definitely possible, but you will get yeah, it seems quite late there in Caribbean now, right? Here it's early doors. I woke up about an hour ago. Hour and a half. Took the electric scooter from the hotel to the venue here. Even though it's just a 6 or 7 minute walk, it's a 2-minute drive on the scooter and it's more fun. Bang time pool, because even though I love the Ignite shaft, I felt it was actually too powerful for my stroke. I have too much cue power and I had a tendency to overjuice it. And I found that the X Pro has a tiny bit less on the sweet spot for me. And a shot like that, for instance, I would completely overrun it with the Ignite. So for me, the X Pro, just about the same as the Ignite in terms of the low deflection. Feels incredible. So that's why I have 2 X Pros. Carbon coined that, so it is not too dissimilar, but obviously still with a little bit more of a wood feel. And if you are a wood feel, then of course, or would feel liker, then the X Pro is probably one of the best shafts on the market. Meanwhile, Titzmann has tried here to continue the comeback. Oh. Butterfingers and made it look like 6-2 on the score. I've corrected it. Can he do a thin cut here and still land on the 7? Those blind angles, they're not for everyone. Has gotten away with it though. Doesn't look like he can cut this in. Mokai, yeah, it's like the vibration is not the same, and it's of course not supposed to be the same, but it just didn't fit me, even though I like the shaft. I think especially for straight pool, there's a lot of small feely shots that I couldn't really feel, and that's why I went back to the wood. But those that are able to play with it, obviously you have to just look at the guy at the main table now, of course. Filler is doing so well with it and serves me right, but I think he's won both world championships with carbon, or is it one each? And is it 2 or 3 world titles that he have? I've actually forgotten. I mean, you're just so used to seeing him win everything, so if you made 158, I would actually say stick with it. Let's see. Yeah, the score should be correct now. Steve Kurtz, are you asking me about the best high run that I have? Not so serious. I actually have a Sigma for sale because I'm so happy with the feedback and the positional play that I get with the X Pro. So if you are not on the other side of the world and you need a shaft, let me know. I'm actually trying to sell it here at the event itself. It's in complete mint condition because I've only had it for like 3 or 4 days, and then I had the X Pro, and then my decision was made. Back again. Oh, nice. The CP is so good. I've had the honor of trying that model a couple of times, and each time it's been equally amazing. It's just so well balanced. Yeah, personally my best is 151. I haven't really tried too many times to surpass it, but I would love to. Good break here. Different way of breaking compared to Niels and the others. He's actually counting on those cannons. Well, he's played a bad positional shot here. Gotten away with it. He could have been in a terrible little bridging situation. But yeah, like uh-oh. Stefan, I would actually say I've tried both. Both have sort of similar low deflection capabilities, but the sound and feel, I still feel that the Ignite is better. A lot better. I think both shafts had a little bit of an odd sound in the first gens, but the different gens now, I think the newer ones are really sounding good. They definitely have a proper sound to it. 199? Lol, misses in a row. Cheeky. Oh, you're gonna absolutely love the CP, by the way, not so serious. It's such a well-crafted cue. I don't know what they put inside there. I mean, it's pretty dark in the color, so I can't tell the wood types in there, but it just seems right. It seems so right. I tried it with both the I tried it both with Hybrid Pro 2, X Pro, and I think also with the VX 900. And all of them just felt super nice. He's just shooting for fun now. He knows he's over the line. Yeah, I've played with Obi a couple of times. If you're into like softer feel of cues, it's definitely up there. But I will forever be a Mezz guy. At least I think so. Slightly bad position here, but he doesn't care. He can just stretch over it, play inside English, and get perfect on the 9. As we see him win his opening match of this tournament. All congrats from Titzmann. I think he knew from the start it was going to be an uphill battle.